So explain to me kind of how you got the idea for Grapein. How did you start working on a wine startup after spending time working in the security world and in ad tech?
Right. So, you and I, we work together in a big data company that was mostly focusing on advertising implementations. And I was a product guy in that company, servicing big consumer brands. And one of the clients was a major international producer. And it was clear that that producer did not have all the metrics and benchmarks that you would expect a brand at that size to have. And so that got me interested in the industry and what stage they are at in terms of technology and evolution of advertising capabilities. After the company was sold, this big data company that we worked at, the year after, I traveled to Italy and met friends in Tuscany for 40th birthdays. And we met small producers, second, third generation, even fifth generation of winemakers, and they had really good wine. And in some occasions, we wanted to take some of the wine back, take the experience in a bottle back home, or buy near our house. And I was there with friends who came from Europe and Israel, and the producers usually had no problem telling my friends from Europe, where they can find the product and how much approximately it costs, or whether it's worth it carrying with you or not. But when I was asking them about the U.S., and there was another friend with me from the West Coast, they couldn't tell us really what the availability of the product is or what the prices are. It will usually go something like, we used to have an importer in Illinois, but we don't work with them anymore. Wait, my son is going to come and he's going to check on the computer, right? As if it's kind of like a black magic thing they need to figure out. We also heard stories about importers. Once I started getting deeper into what's going on and came back home and went to industry events, I heard about stories about importers who didn't pay on time, or just ditched the product and didn't answer calls. And that's what got me interested in and investigate deeper the third-tier regulation system in the U.S. and compliance. And it turns out that the U.S. has one of the most complicated and highly regulated systems of alcohol sales in the world. And it's called the three-tier, where it kind of reinforces.
Explain how that works. Like, if you are producing wine in Italy, what steps do you need to go through to send a box of it to a liquor store in Brooklyn?
Yeah, so highly generalizing, because it could be different from state to state. Under the three-tier system, producer has to sell to an importer or distributor. And then importers, sometimes they have local distribution license. Most of the time, they would sell to other distributors that then sell to restaurants. Now, an importer needs to have a federal license to be able to import. Distributors need to have a distribution license in each and every state where they're active. And a store, a restaurant, an establishment that want to sell to the end consumer needs to have a beverage license. In some states, there are different beverage licenses to wine and spirits, for instance. So each and every one of these tiers, wholesale tier, the retail tier, let's say, needs to have their own licenses. And only eventually it gets to the end consumer, where at that point the the juice, the beverage is usually marked up because of all of these middlemen.